And I'm Autumn Lewandowski. Good.
Nervous, actually.
Are you?
I was a little nervous. Yeah, I don't usually get nervous. I was a little nervous, actually.
Why? About what?
I don't know.
Don't you have a podcast?
You know what I was nervous about is what we were just talking about before we started. Not saying anything that I'm not supposed to say on the podcast. Now it's in my head. If I didn't think about that, I don't think I would be nervous.
Well, I can understand. That, but it's all love.
Yeah.
It sure is.
We're
Yeah,
gonna talk
we'll
about
have a
some
lot of fun.
things.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about some fun things. So, Studio 7. So, what is Studio 7 all about to you, Matt?
Studio 7 to me is a way for us to connect with viewers in the community in a way that we do not normally get to. And I think that that's a really cool thing. Obviously, what I do for my day job is you cover sports teams, you cover the Bills, you cover the Sabres, you cover high school. Everybody always wants to have conversations about that. And I feel like that's usually all I end up talking about. So this is going to be a nice way to not just talk about the Buffalo Bills, the Buffalo Sabres, and a bunch of different high schools in the area, but I still will, if I don't know what to talk about, I will absolutely go back to, hey guys, have you heard of that Josh Allen guy? So that's going to be like my crutch if I need to.
That sounds the same for me, but with weather.
So
Weather
how
is
about
always
the
a
weather?
weather is
Exactly.
always a talking point. Everybody talks about the weather, or it's something that you can just shoot the
Well, I think we're good then because it's sports, weather, food.
Yes.
And people love all that, right?
I mean, that's what everybody's
That's
always
why you
loved.
get together.
Yes.
You get together
So I
on
think we're good.
whatever type of weather day, watching sports and eating food.
I think we're
Buffalo.
good.
Here
I
we
think
go.
we're good.
What do you think it is? What do you consider Studio 7? How would you describe this to somebody who is just watching for the first time, or we're talking about it for the first time?
I think it's what you said, plus us just being transparent and connecting, because we're married, we're parents, we have careers, and everybody has a lot going on.
Yeah.
And we're all looking for somebody to connect to, right? So I think we'll be that.
Yeah. I feel like there's some comfort in knowing, you're not alone, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who are doing the exact same thing we are doing.
Yeah.
So on like a personal level, to listen to something like this, being a mom, if I'm at home and I'm taking care of Natalia, or, you're home and you're taking care of your kids, not just mom, dad, grandma, grandpa's, whatever. I do a lot of listening and not seeing. So being able to have a conversation with someone and hearing it, it feels like you're not alone. A lot of time caretakers are by themselves doing things. So just to have like a voice with you, whether you could be driving, in fact. This is on Facebook. I'm sure you could just stream it through the car and, be safe as you're watching, please.
Right.
But no, just having that person with you speaking, I think makes you feel like you're a part of something. At least that's how I view it when I listen to podcasts. I'll mow the lawn and I'll listen to a podcast.
Yeah. Well, listen, we have people chiming in already. Connie says, have you seen the mural?
Have I seen the mural? I walked by the mural today to go get my lunch for Food Truck Thursday that was in the square. I think it's the coolest thing.
I think it's awesome.
So cool.
It's cool. We could see it from Skycam. Apparently we can see his eyes from our backyard.
Watching. That Josh Allen is always watching.
Eyes are peeled.
Cool.
Yes.
I think it's pretty cool. People are saying hello.
Hello.
Danielle says hi, everyone.
One thing about the mural that I do want to say, because I think this is very important. So I am not an expert in like permits or any of the nonsense that goes into why a big billboard can be put onto a building and how long it can stay there. But I remember 10 years ago or whatever it was, going to Cleveland to watch the Cleveland Cavaliers play and see LeBron James. And they had a huge LeBron billboard there that everybody made a point to see. I'm not saying that this is going to turn into the LeBron billboard in Cleveland, but if you are coming into town and you're going to the game on Monday night, or if you're coming into town for whatever's going on, people will make it a point to go get their picture taken with that. And I think that does something for the city. So yes, it is a big picture of a guy who plays football for a living, but I do think that it could have an impact. And I think that's cool.
It's exciting.
I think it already does in more ways than just watching football. I saw on Facebook earlier today, there is this person that posted and they took a picture in front of it they were talking about getting cancer treatment and their trial wasn't working and they have to get a new course of action. But since they were downtown, they wanted to come and see it. So it kind of lifted their spirits, gave them something else to do.
Yeah.
Well,
so I thought that was really
says
neat.
That
nice
billboard,
name.
I love that name, right? That billboard was the best thing to happen to downtown in 10 years, he says.
Whoa. Okay. Well,
it's
listen,
just something new. It's shocking.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, whoa, what's that? Now, here's the other thing. How did Josh not know, like, people can just use his picture?
Well, he, I'm sure, is getting paid
Absolutely.
very handsomely from Gatorade for that endorsement that he's doing.
Absolutely.
And I bet that they were like, listen, we're going to do this and there's potential that we put up a billboard. He probably just didn't know the scale of the billboard and that it was going to be as big as it was. Maybe he thought it was going to just be something like driving down the 190.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a little bigger than that.
Okay. Alex says, pretty sure that Josh Allen billboard has been in everyone's Insta story at least once.
Yeah. Well, it's not, it hasn't hit the story yet, but it definitely hit what is it, Twitter, X, whatever it is. It hit that today. I posted a picture of it because it looks cool.
Oh, well, you know what, not to change the subject, but people are saying some funny things here. So Alex says Mercedes shirt is fire. I agree with you.
What
Alex.
is on it? What is on the shirt?
It's a woman.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't
is
know
it like
who
a particular woman?
Nope, I don't know who she is. I don't know who she is, but you have a comment too. Someone said the guy in the middle. DJ said the guy in the middle needs to shave.
The guy in the middle needs to shave. You sound like my mother. You sound like my mother telling me that I need to shave. I haven't seen your beautiful face in years. I have not shaved since my wedding. 5 years ago and a couple months change. I was clean shaven for the wedding, no facial hair. And then on the honeymoon, I started to grow out some scruff. And then when I came back, I'm like, I don't think I will ever go clean shaven again. So it has been legitimately more than 5 years since I have been. What was the
reason for that?
The reason
that
then,
I didn't know.
The reason then, admittedly, part of it was that I was so young and I was doing my job. And that's right when I was taking over as sports director. It was a little bit of like, okay, people are not going to take you as seriously. Try and look a little bit older because I still looked so young. I mean, I was 26 years old. So it was a partially way for me to try and look a little bit older and a little bit more mature. And now it's like, well, maybe you would look a little bit younger if you actually.
Well, what does your wife say about that? Because I would feel tricked.
Uh-huh.
Like right after you got married, you stopped shaving?
Well, it's not like I shaved for the wedding, but before that, I always.
Okay.
It's not like I ever had like a full-on crazy beard. So this is what she knew me as. It's
like,
not
hey,
like
now
this
that we're married, I'm not shaving anymore.
Exactly. It's not like this is a brand new thing.
She would let him know if she didn't like it.
I think so too. Yeah, absolutely. I just like, I don't know. It's just something about, it's a little less maintenance. I like it. And I talk about sports
and it looks,
for a living.
And it looks good. There are people that when they grow out their beard or, just even a little scruff, it just doesn't look good. It's patchy or, just a weird look on their face. So they don't put the scruff on their face.
I mean, not to keep going back to the billboard, but like there was a Josh Allen phase when he was trying more facial hair. And because he is the most popular person in this entire city, people made it known if they liked the facial hair or if they didn't like the facial. Can you imagine like everybody having an opinion on every single thing that you do? Like DJ commenting about my facial hair.
Yeah, no.
We're getting a lot of comments.
We are. Somebody said, Zach said he is screaming in the sheep barn and loving it. Streaming. I'm sorry. Streaming.
I hope the sheep aren't making you scream. You are streaming in the sheep barn.
Read the comments, right?
Well, those are goats.
Also,
I was thinking of the yelling sheep.
We should say, first off, we appreciate all the comments, but also let us know where you are commenting from, because I think it is always super cool when people are commenting from all over Western New York. And then the internet does exist outside of Buffalo. So there are people in other states, other countries, people who moved away. So when we do our Bill show, I always think it's cool when people are like, oh, I'm watching from here. I'm watching from here. So let us know where you're watching from.
Yeah, we get a lot of that with winter weather and streaming, or they'll say, sunny in Florida or Arizona or
31 in Buffalo.
Well, it's blizzarding. We're out on the sea. We're having a great time.
Yeah.
So for the folks that may not know who we are or want to learn a little bit about us, is there anything you want them to know about you?
Sure. Well, ladies first. You guys go first. I'll be the caboose.
Okay. Well, I was born and raised in Buffalo. I left for 2 years to go to Macon, Georgia, doing weather there. And then I came back here and I've been here ever since. So I grew up on the Lower East Side of Buffalo. I went to performing arts. I went to Brockport for meteorology. And then went away for a couple of years and came back and I just love being home. So it's great to do it here. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I am a wife, a mom of 4. Born in Medina, raised in Lockport. Moved to the Buffalo area in 2008. Even though I consider Medina and Lockport, I mean, we're close enough.
Yeah,
right.
It's Western New York.
Western New York girl. Absolutely love it here. Wouldn't change it for the world.
Yeah.
Wouldn't change it for the world. Busy. Our son is 21. My daughter is 18, just started college and is asking for money every day. Every day.
Yeah.
And then we have 10-year-old twin daughters. So we're busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hands
Busy,
are full
busy.
with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 4 for you.
Yeah.
And then 1 for you.
1 for me.
1 for me. Her name is Elia. She is 18 months old. She is currently at her 18-month doctor's appointment right now, getting the checkup. I was on the phone with my wife before this, and it was like, what do we need to ask about? For me, it's, is she too big for the car seat? Because she's a string bean. She's super long. So her legs are hanging out of the car seat. And I'm like, I don't know. It just says the weight. It doesn't say like the length of when we're supposed to switch the car seat. So ask the pediatrician that. So I have a daughter. She is 18 months old, like I said. I am married. I am from Wheatfield. That is where I grew up. I spent my entire life here. I went to college locally. I went to Buff State, and I have worked at the station for about 10 and a half years now. I started here. I was an intern. I did a bunch of stuff behind the scenes. I was a news reporter for a couple of years, and I would be on the morning show, and I would cover, everything from breaking news to, hey, there's a ribbon cutting at Harbor Center or at Canal Side or any of those things that were opening back all those years ago, and then eventually made the switch over to the sports department, and here we are.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Three
This is us, folks.
3 Western New Yorkers. I think that's really cool. I think that's something that's super unique about our station and super unique about our community. People from Western New York really support other people from Western New York, and people are really proud to be from Western New York. I mean, look at all 3 of us. We stayed. There's a lot of people who have stayed. There's a lot of people who have moved and then they come back. And I think that says a lot about the people here, but also just how awesome it is to raise a family, live here, and be part of this.
It does. Now, Matt, you mentioned for people to tell us where they're watching from.
Yeah.
We have Kenmore, New York.
Love it.
We have someone said from down the hall.
From down the hall. Thanks for watching. Thanks for boosting those early numbers.
Yep. Steamy Hot, Florida.
Oh, beautiful.
Listening, watching from Kenmore, Buffalo, New York. We have Cheektowaga.
You say Cheektowaga or you say Chicktawaga? How do you say it?
I say Cheektowaga.
I say Cheektowaga too.
I say cheek too.
But there are people who say like Chicktawaga. Chicktawaga. Yeah, there's definitely people who say it like that.
Yeah, we have a few Cheektowagas in here.
Yeah, so let us know if we're saying it right, if it's the first way we said it or the second way we said it. Watching from Blue Cheese Headquarters. Where's Blue Cheese Headquarters?
It's us. It's not ranch.
Blue Cheese Headquarters.
Is it blue cheese or is it ranch?
Listen, ranch isn't bad. We can say that everybody.
What's your answer?
Everybody is entitled to what. If I'm eating wings, I want blue cheese. There's nothing wrong with ranch, though. It still tastes good.
I don't like ranch in any type of form that ranch is created.
And just like that, 15 minutes into the first episode, we are alienating the
audience. Yes, we are. You see, I haven't said a word. I'm not saying
ranch.
anything.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. I just don't like ranch in general. I don't like the salad dressing. I don't like it dipping for veggies or anything.
You do not do ranch on your wings in Western New York.
No, I don't disagree with that at all.
I don't even actually do blue cheese.
Whoa. I mean, they're really good without the blue cheese.
I like
blue cheese and blue cheese only. Thank you.
I like celery with blue cheese. Like I like vegetables with blue cheese.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't need blue cheese on my chicken wings.
Is that called a crudité? Is that the word for that? Crudité, like a vegetable platter or something? You're the food person. You should know.
Charcuterie board.
I know a charcuterie board. I don't know anything other than that.
You can put ranch on a salad.
Yeah.
How about that?
You can put ranch on a
chicken
salad.
Wings is blue cheese.
Yeah, that's fine. You can put ranch on other stuff, though. Like the ranch flavor, I think, is good. If you're making a regular chicken or if you're making some other thing, I think ranch seasoning tastes good.
I'm just going to sigh.
All right, that's fair.
I'm just going to sigh.
What other comments we got? Anything good?
So we have folks saying blue and barbecue. That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good. Ranch is slander. It's so heartbreaking. That's what Julia says.
Yeah. I mean, it's still good. I won't get wings with it, but I still think it's pretty good.
I don't care.
Ranch all the way.
Yeah. I don't care. However, you want to enjoy your chicken wing however you want to enjoy your chicken wing. That's fine.
This is a show meant to bring people together, everyone. Let's be nice about somebody's condiment preference.
Well, I draw the line somewhere. I draw it at ranch and blue cheese.
Yeah. No, for me, ranch, blue cheese, and then so honey mustard. This is a gross story, but I'll tell you it because I'm about to say it. So when I was a little kid, we lived in Wheatfield and we grew up off of Niagara Falls Boulevard. We grew up in a neighborhood behind Niagara Falls Boulevard. And there was a certain restaurant that had just opened up on the boulevard, like a family Greek style restaurant. I'm not going to say the name of it, but you could figure out what I'm talking about. We went there right when they opened, and I had chicken fingers with honey mustard, and I had like some sort of allergic reaction to the honey mustard. And this poor restaurant was open for like a day, and I just, what happened next? Those poor workers had no idea what they were in for. It was like their second day on the job, and there's this kid like throwing up honey mustard in the middle of the restaurant, and they came and they threw the wood chips on top of it, and they're trying to clean it up, and my parents were like, we are so sorry. So from that day on, I did not eat honey mustard for like 15 years.
Honey mustard is the best.
Honey mustard, I was terrified of eating.
Anything that makes you do that.
Yeah, you just steer clear of.
Yeah, you don't eat for a while.
You steer clear of it as much as possible.
It's good though.
Yeah.
Honey mustard.
I'd eat it now. For a long time, I wouldn't. I was scared of it.
Yeah.
Just okay.
Yeah. Well,
I like barbecue.
Well, barbecue is good too.
But I like a spicy barbecue.
Yes, Connie. To answer your question, yes.
Is this
Connie
an everyday show?
Every
day 4:30, Connie.
Every day at 4:30. It will be on television starting on Monday.
Yes.
And we will do this Monday through Friday for as long as they have us. So we are very excited about this.
Okay. So what about Marie's comment? Wings are the best in the air fryer. No grease.
I have an air fryer that's in a box in my basement that has never been opened. I haven't used it. It was a gift and it's never been opened.
We've smoked them. By we, I mean my father.
Yeah.
He'll smoke chicken wings or put them on the grill, and they're delicious.
Yeah.
He usually does garlic parmesan.
Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds really good.
Actually. Are you flats or drums?
Flats.
Drums.
Look on you. Yes, drums.
Drums.
What did you say?
Flats.
There's restaurants now.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of wing places. You can pick what you want, but flats are more expensive. Like it feels like if you want all flats, it's more expensive than if you want all drums. I feel like more people are team flat, so I think I get to kind of reap the benefits of that because I'm team drum. So if I'm splitting wings with you, like I don't know, I'm a drum guy.
I'll eat whatever. I just preference them I'll eat the flats first. I'm like, well, now I got to move to the drums, and then I'll go to the drums.
Yeah, I'm that person that runs to get
I do the same thing. So I don't know if anybody else is like this, but so with chips, everybody chips.
Yeah.
Sure.
In a bag, there are flat ones and folded ones.
Yeah.
I don't like the folded ones.
I love the folded ones.
So I'll go flat first, and then if I have to, then I'll go to the folded. The reason behind it is they're folded, so there's less seasoning, like on the inside,
chip, because it doesn't have the surface area to get the seasoning on the chip. Okay, I see what you're saying. I don't agree with that.
That's where my brain is.
I hear you. I don't agree with it.
You don't agree?
But I hear you. I understand. I like the texture. I think texture is a big reason why I either like things or I don't like things. I think
I think it's
a big factor.
Sure is.
Yeah, I go for flavor. I don't care about texture.
We're learning a lot about it.
No, you don't like something that's gummy, like if something turns
if it tastes good,
like calamari, like
I love
calamari. Calamari is good.
Love calamari. Yeah. As long as you season it, you have to season your food.
Yeah, but I feel like there has to be a crunch to it
It's
before the gumminess.
Yeah.
What are your favorite things to cook? I mean, you're a very good cook. What are your favorite things to cook?
Seafood.
Seafood?
Yeah.
Like anything in particular?
Seafood boil.
Okay.
So I do seafood boils for my family, and we have different bags. I do them like in the turkey oven bags, and everybody picks what they like, and we make different. Yeah, everybody has a different bag.
Now, do you do the thing where you like pour it on the table afterwards and like any of that
Sometimes
stuff?
in the summer if we have guests, but for the most part, like each of my kids say, "Oh, I only want like shrimp and potatoes and corn."
Sure.
And everybody kind of picks their bag.
How about you? What do you like? What would be your go-to if you had to make something right now?
I'm not a great cook.
No?
I could do anything breakfast related.
Sure.
And outside of that, cooking is not a great strong suit.
Okay. For me, it would be like a cutlet, like a chicken cutlet. Like that was one of the staples in the house growing up. Italian American always had chicken cutlets, sauce on Sundays, but chicken cutlets were like a middle of the week thing. So to me, that's like very, very high on the list. And they're versatile because you can use them for a lot of different things. Make a sandwich out of them, have them on its own, put them with a vegetable, put them with pasta. Like they serve their purpose very well. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to get better at making dinner, although it's just hard.
What do you do? This is a really good question for both of you because I am now learning this. When you were, Natalia is now, she's 4, right?
5.
She's 5. Yeah. When Natalia was younger, would you make food specifically for her?
Yes.
Or was it?
I still do.
So you still do. So it's not just like whatever we're eating, she's got to eat it. If not, like you're going to go hungry.
Yeah, no, no, because like we'll do tacos. She doesn't really like tacos. So I'll make her, like a sandwich or something like that. Because what ends up happening is when it's time for bed, her tummy's hungry and you're not going to let her go to sleep hungry.
Yeah.
And you need to have her sleep well. So she has to be fed. And if it's not the food that you eat, you have to give her something that she will eat.
What about you with the twins?
They are super picky. They eat just like my husband.
Okay.
So half of us eat one way, the other half eats another. So I just kind of tried to find meals that we can combine. So like if we wanted a salad and they wanted steak, we had a steak salad. They had steak with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we tried to combine. So I wasn't making two separate meals. But when they were younger, I absolutely would kind of make them, they're super picky.
Yeah.
Right.
So our daughter right now, she eats really well. She's not picky. I mean, she's too little to be picky. She'll just kind of eat whatever you put in front of her. She really likes a lot of vegetables, which is great. She likes eggs every single morning. There's things that she likes. But what we need to try and figure out just as a house is my wife's a vegetarian and I'm not a vegetarian. So a lot of what we make will be, okay, we'll make a bunch of veggies or we'll make whatever, and then we'll put something with it, and that's what I'll eat. So it's okay. She's going to eat cauliflower and she's going to eat rice, and then we'll have a piece of chicken, and that'll be for me. So what we're trying to figure out is, can we continue to make this type of food, and then our daughter, we call her Ellie, can Ellie eat this stuff, or do we have to make specific things for her? But that's a lot. Like I understand that she needs to eat, but it's hard to make dinner for myself, let alone make dinner for her and me and my wife, and come home from work. And like the schedule makes it hard too. When we work until, you work nights, I work until about 6:30. Then you don't get home until about 7. When you've gotten home at 7,
that's hard.
And the baby's going to bed at 7:30, like that's a lot in a short window.
Yeah. We were just trying to talk about that, about we work totally opposite schedule. So it's, we want to try to make a schedule for us so it works, when Natalia gets out of school at 3 and my husband's getting up at 3 and then I'm leaving at 3. So what are we doing in order to kind of be cohesive where maybe we're not all eating dinner at the same time, but we make it prior to, and then everybody kind of eats in stages. It's not conventional, but it's what's going to work for us. And at least we'll know exactly what we're doing. So it's just going to be a trial by error progress. And she's going to eat a lot of what you like now.
Sure.
And then as she becomes independent, then she loves eggs now. Watch, she won't like eggs in like a year. So and then you got to do something else.
It just flips on you. But I have a really dear cousin that hooks us up with food all the time, and her name is DoorDash.
Oh, DoorDash. How about, this is the most. I'm 31 years old. I am like 31 going on as old as humanly possible. I have never in my life used DoorDash.
Really?
Ever in my life.
Why not?
Because I am of the belief personally that if I want something from some sort of restaurant, I can get in my car and go pick it up.
That is so much like my dad. My dad has never, and he said, and I never will. The only thing he will get delivered is a pizza.
Sure.
Because he said, that's okay.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
He won't do it.
I'm the same way. I would get a pizza delivered, but if I wanted Chinese food or if I wanted Mexican food or if I wanted sushi, I'll order it and then I'll go pick it up and then I'll bring it back. Because
do you order it through DoorDash or do you order it by phone? And
buddy, Google the phone number. Call her. Hello. Can I place an order for Matt? No, I do not have a phone book, but I might as well. I'm an old soul. I'm an old soul in a lot of ways.
No, I think for us, I feel like it depends on what's happening. If you have a party and nobody's wanting to leave the party and everybody wants a certain type of food or something, you get the pizza or you get the Mexican or, whatever sent to you. We were in Florida for my cousin's bachelorette, and this was the first time I was like, well, I brought the car, like let's go to whatever their Publix or whatever their grocery store is down there. They're like, oh no, we just Instacarted. I said, what? They're like, well, we just had it delivered.
Love Instacart.
I said, but you're paying so much more for this. I could just go and get it all. But then it was so nice. It was like, oh, we needed more fruit, and here it is. We needed more champagne. Oh, there it is at the door. That was fantastic.
Now we have some folks chiming in.
Yeah.
Barb says no DoorDash ever.
Good job, Barb.
Kristen says, I agree. I have never used DoorDash either. I can't get it myself. Connie says, I never DoorDash.
My thing is, and I understand the convenience, and I think at a time you have to pay for convenience just because life is hard and sometimes you need to be able to take one thing off of your plate, but it is substantially more expensive.
It is.
That's
we don't do it all the time, but we do it. But Alex says, I agree, Matt. My fries tend to go missing when I DoorDash.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're going to pay for it, you want all of it, and you want to just be able to save a little money.
DoorDash is expensive.
It is expensive.
And the least amount of people that are coming in contact with your food is preferable.
What is your favorite if you're going to get takeout? I guess we can we say a restaurant? We can say a restaurant. What's like your favorite takeout spot if you were just going to go and order takeout and then you've got to get it back for the family?
Everything's just so expensive.
I have such a slam dunk for me.
Pizza. Franco's Pizza is my spot.
Franco's Pizza?
Yep.
For
because
me,
they have the sweet sauce and they fry their wings hard.
Franco's is really good.
For me, it is red pepper. You ever had red pepper?
Is
in
that
Amherst?
Yes.
It's like the Chinese and Vietnamese
fabulous.
Restaurant.
It is fabulous.
If you're listening to this, I love you, red pepper. You are my favorite. It is so good. Clip that. I'm going to send that to them. I walked in once to Red Pepper to like pick up an order, and the guy behind the counter, who I believe owns the restaurant, was like, "Hi, Matt, how are you?" And I was trying to figure out, does he know me from Channel 7? Or does he know me because I go to Red Pepper so often?
You have a problem.
And I was like, I really hope it's that he just watches Channel 7.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love it. You know what, guys? We have to go. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
It's time already.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for the comments.
Thank you for the comments.
Fabulous.
Keep them coming. We're going to do this every single day.
Yep.
I'm going to pop in and out a little bit during football season.
Yep,
These two are going to hold down the fort. I'll still be here a lot. And we're looking forward to having some really fun conversations.
Yeah, we are. So we'll see you tomorrow at 4:30.
See you tomorrow.
Bye now.